Hello, very warm welcome. Something totally different on my channel. We're going to do an F2 sprint race reaction. We just seen the final race of the season, Mick Schumacher v Callum Ilott for the title, and Mick Schumacher is the Formula 2 champion. He had a horrible race, locked the tyre, then kept locking the tyre, had to pit, gave Callum Ilott an opportunity. Callum Ilott ran out of tyres. If you've not watched Formula 2, you really need to watch it. It is one of the best categories for racing. It is epic. It was an unreal race. Just overtaking everywhere. Honestly, the racing in Formula 2 is better than the racing in Formula 1. So it was Schumacher v Ilott for the title. Mick Schumacher is the F2 champion. Obviously Mick Schumacher will drive for Haas next year. Mazepin to Haas. Ilott doesn't have a seat. I feel really gutted for Ilott because he's British. Obviously want the Brits to do well. Yuki Tsunoda again did a great job, fought all the way up to P2. Schumacher gets a decent start, then has a huge lock up into turn 4. Lucky not to hit Dan Ticktum, who was in the lead, and he kept locking the tyre all the time. F2, unbelievable to watch. So much wheel to wheel action. Schumacher then pits for fresh tyres. Well, Ilott put a world class move on Schumacher off the road, then Schumacher kept locking up, and then Schwartzman even passed him when I thought Schwartzman might help Schumacher and just stay behind, and then Schumacher pitted for fresh tyres. Then it was all down to Callum Ilott. Could he get up to the second place that he needed? He couldn't, he ran out of tyres. We also saw a great battle for the lead between Daravula and Dan Ticktum. It was an epic battle, and Daravula managed to get past and win the race. 5-second penalty for Armstrong, and Ilott ran out of tyres at the end. Ilott can look back. He made big mistakes at Silverstone, Bahrain, taken out at Spa. Ilott's been fantastic in qualifying. Mick Schumacher consistent, better in the races. Mick Schumacher almost bottled the title. If Ilott was in first or second, he would have won the title. Schumacher locked the tyre, had to do a pit stop, and he nearly bottled the title. But he's been very consistent and deserves the championship. And he will go to Haas. What can he do in Haas? F2 sprint race reaction, no footage. Mick Schumacher is the F2 champion. Star of the race, I would have to give it Tsunoda. Once again, he won yesterday in the feature race, and once again second place. Carlin won too. Fastest lap, I don't know who got it in the end. I think maybe Schumacher would have with the fresh tyres. Not too sure on that one. DNF's Ralph Boschon. I've got the top 10. Daravula, Tsunoda, Ticktum, Wan Yu Zhou, Robert Schwartzman, Alesi. That's a pretty impressive effort. P6, usually he's not that good. 7th, Giotto, Drogovic, Mazepin, Ilott. Callum Ilott just ran out of tyres, ended up 10th. That was an unbelievable race. Honestly, if you've not watched Formula 2, you need to. We congratulate Mick Schumacher. He is the F2 champion. Callum Ilott is the runner-up. And F2 is an absolute fantastic series to watch. Mick Schumacher will progress to Haas in 2021. Callum Ilott misses out on an F1 seat. Both Ferrari, in the Ferrari programme. Gutted for Callum Ilott because he hasn't got the seat. He probably deserves the Haas seat, but they gave it to Mazepin over money, so it's a bit bitter pill to swallow for Ilott. Mick Schumacher is the Formula 2 champion. That race had everything. Good defensive, great overtakes, carnage, chaos. This is why we love Formula 2. It is absolutely fantastic racing to watch. Mick Schumacher, the F2 champion. After a horrible tense race for him. He locked the tyre straight away, and that was absolutely carnage. And then Ilott puts a world class move on him. And then Schwartzman, his own teammates, attacking him. Then he has to pit. Ilott, could he get to first, second? No, he ran out of tyres. Congratulations, Mick Schumacher. Unusual for me to do an F2, but it was the title showdown, so I thought I'd do it. Join me for race reaction for the F1 a bit later.